Alright, what's up y'all? It's your boy Kasinal, and we are here in a 2025 Toyota RAV4 LE trim. Up front, we have a 2.5 inline 4 producing around 203 horsepower, and the drivetrain here is front wheel drive. Now that is standard, however if you wanted, you could also have it in all-wheel drive, with both options only having an 8-speed automatic transmission. This of course is a gasoline powered vehicle. The fuel tank capacity is 14.5 gallons, takes 87 octane rate of fuel, and for fuel economy it does 27 miles in a city, 35 miles on a highway, and combined that's 30 miles per gallon. MSRP was $29,550 even. However, of course there were dealer fees. Taking that into account, it went up to $31,469. What a number. Back to the engine, this is specifically part of the Dynamic Force family. Basically starting from 2019, they introduced this engine mainly to improve performance and reduce emissions, achieve high thermal efficiency as well. And they come in 3 different forms: the i4 that the RAV4 has, the inline 3, and the V6. And I must say, it is pretty adequate. Interestingly enough, they introduced this engine for this generation of RAV4, that being the 5th generation, the XA50. Another fun fact, for this model year, the 2025 RAV4 will be the end for the 5th generation. Next year, or should I say next model year, 2026, is when the XA60 is going to come out. It's basically the same vehicle, has a redesigned, big ass grille up front, different design in the back. Doesn't look as edgy as the 5th gen, but that grille is I'm gonna have to get used to that one. It has succumbed to the illness, the big grille rot. Now for the transmission, like I said, it's an 8-speed automatic, an electronically controlled auto transmission with intelligence, ECTI. I'm serious. And I must say, you can kind of feel the gears even when you're not revving it too hard. Not really sure why it's like that, but you know what? I welcome it. Yes, it is a 4-cylinder, and it doesn't sound the best, but it does break the monotony of just driving this car. No, I am not saying that the RAV4 is a bad driving experience. Just saying it's the standard car. You go from point A to point B, no weird sounds, no rumbling from your engine as you're idling at a light, no roar of the exhaust when you're pulling off. It's just happy to do what you command. Turn left, turn right, go straight, that's all I can ask. And it does it pretty well. Steering is buttery smooth. Visibility, it's alright. The A-pillars, I just find it's a little too thick, but I got used to it after a while. The transmission can also feel a bit sluggish at times. And the ride height, while I do like it, sometimes when I'm getting into the car, it just feels a little bit too tight, but when I'm getting out, it doesn't feel that tight at all. Maybe it's just me, but it's just weird. It's like I'm forgetting how small I have to be to get into the RAV4, but once I'm heading out, I don't really pay that much attention to that. Or maybe it's just a psyop from our Kia Soul to not abandon it. Who knows? Right on. I guess we'll talk about the interior now. Moving on to the interior. Driver's side door. You got the door latch, door lock, and controls for all 4 windows. A child lock, unlock and unlocking controls for the car, as well as controls for the side mirror. We got space for a water bottle and some extra stuff on the side. On the left side of the steering column, we got 2 items. A dial that controls the brightness of the dashboard and instrument panel lights. Middle button can turn on or off the automatic high beams. Now the gauge cluster. Left side, we got the rev meter. On the right side, we got 2 different meters. The fuel gauge on top and the engine temperature gauge on the bottom. And then we got the big screen in the center there. Displays all kinds of information. And we just keep it on this particular screen, but there are of course other screens that you can look at. We just like what the information here tells us. Moving on to the steering wheel, on the left side we got track select, back button, call button, volume, and voice assist. On the right side of the steering wheel we got vehicle to vehicle distance, lane keeping assist, cruise control, mode, and track/radio station selection. On the left side of the steering wheel we do have a climate control vent that you can control the flow of. Just below that we got 2 latches, the left latch to get to the gas cap, right latch to open the hood. On the middle of the dash we have the infotainment tablet. Of course you can tune in to the radio, Sirius XM, pair with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Just under the tablet we got 2 central vents and hazard lights. Just below that, we have climate controls. The left knob controls how hard the AC blows, the right controls the temperature essentially. And then we got two buttons under those. The left button toggles traction control, while the right button toggles the automatic ignition starter. And then finally, just in front of the center console, we got like a small cubby / tray that you can put your phone in, with a 12-volt cigarette lighter socket and a USB-A port, any of which can be used to charge any devices. Next to the transmission, we got an electronic parking brake, as well as the 3 different driving modes: Eco, Normal, and Sport. ECTI transmission with a sequential shift mode, dual cup holders, and to top it off in the middle, we got a glove box with 2 USB-A charging ports. On the right passenger side, we of course have a glove box. As for the passenger doors, like in the rear, we have just a simple lock-unlock, window controls, space for a bottle and some items, and of course, the RAV4 speakers. Finishing off on the outside, we have 17-inch steel wheels, and the color for the RAV4 is magnetic gray metal. Alright, that's cool and all, but let's take a look at that rear cabinet. Alright, so new shirt, it's a new day. Yes, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to this type of video, but nonetheless, we're in the back of the cabin. Pretty spacious in all honesty. I mean, look at this. God, I can basically extend some of my whole hand. It's kind of looks like this. I mean, I got a lot of space from my knees to the back of this. Even here, which, I mean, you can see it's kind of slanted back. Not really like a resting position, but still. Still spacious, my god. I didn't think it would be this spacious. Wow. Even for a compact, the RAV4 has room. And since I have cold air there are some vents here, which I can at least pull the direction left, right, center. And I can control the flow too. Either stop it, full blow, or fully on, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, this is new. This wasn't here before, but cup holders. You got cup holders, 2 of them in fact. Very, very cool. And yeah, the seating is the same as up here. Nothing special, nothing out of this world. It's pretty comfortable still. I mean, it sucks to still get in here, but it's not like you're going to leather seats, you know? Like when the sun's here, like you can see right now, there's sun, especially here, won't get too hot, like as if it, unlike leather, which will, yeah, that will suck. So yeah, it's just very much basic stuff, and yeah, it's pretty comfortable. I'm just surprised at the amount of legroom here. I mean, damn. So yeah, I guess onto the back cabin. Hee. Can't believe I forgot about it, but there is a cigarette light adapter here, socket, whatever you want to call it, and yeah. Hoorah, there you go, close up. Yeah, can't believe I forgot to mention it, but yeah, it's there. Alright, so of course to unlock it, we gotta unlock it. Here's the backup camera, and then button. Oh god, there's a lot of stuff here. Alright, here we go. Here's the whole cabin and stuff. Pretty nice, pretty spacious. I think these were optional, these mats. One of the few optional things that we had. A little cubby here for whatever you need, like rope, charger, jump cables, whatever you need. I see this thing, not really sure what it's for. Maybe, or actually now that I think about it, maybe you can put some bungee here. Put on the other side, have something be held by that. Got this cubby, which, ow, I don't want to, yeah, I don't know what that is, don't want to pull my nail. We do have a thing to, like, you know, have a cover so we can have privacy for whatever's down here, but I don't think that we have it right now. And then of course we can put these down. Hoorah, there you go. I think there's a little bit more, but yeah, basically extend the rear cabin. Pretty nice, pretty cool. And got handles. I mean, it's all nice, nothing really to write home about, but it works. That's all that matters. One thing I do really like though is that when you pass a speed limit sign, it's like there's a scanner in front of the RAV4 and you can actually tell you what the speed limit is. If you're under, it's gray or even parallel with the speed, but if you're going over, you can see like a red line, which I think will do better to warn people about overspeeding if it glowed red. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but yeah, if I didn't, I do like how everything is placed. The buttons on the steering wheel, the cluster, controls in the middle of the dash. Hell, I even like the fact that in the glove box, there's the 2 USB-C charging ports which glow. It's pretty nice. Alright, so final thoughts on the 2025 Toyota RAV4 LE trim. Honestly, just a bog standard RAV4, a basic, compact SUV. I mean, what more can you ask for when it comes to the basic model of this car? It has the space, whether for passengers or for whatever cargo you have. My mom's the gardener, and she carries around mainly soil or plants. One of those two, maybe even tools, but it's usually the first two. And yeah, it just does the job fine. We can save on gas with this model, and it just does what my mom wants, basically. What more can you ask for? I mean, sure, we could have gone out and got the XSE, but we don't want any of those special features. I mean, the 2018 Kia Soul Plus, it has some features like, I think Apple CarPlay or whatever connections was a standard thing, or not standard, an optional thing, I think. And it's not really working well now. I know we talked about the engine, maybe I mentioned it, but yeah, the engine's over. We're rebuilding it, or we're trying to rebuild it now. And yeah, it's in our garage, but this replaces it well. It's a good replacement. So there's that. Not everyone wants the best new thing, you know? Next best thing. They want something that is good and something that works. And that's what this car is. A simple, compact SUV. Oh man, I've been going at this for so long. I'm parking backwards now. Backing in, hell yeah. And yeah, I know this is my first time doing something like this, but who knows? Maybe I'll do some other car stuff in the future. And yeah, I don't know, maybe something in the mid-2000s range when I'm gonna do my next car, or I have a Honda Rebel actually. Maybe I'll do that. So yeah. Anyways, if y'all enjoyed, leave a like. I know I have a lot of stuff to work on when it comes to this type of, not just review, but this type of video. I mean, I'm pretty sure the other video that comes to mind by the format like this will be like the Beretta video, but man, I got a lot to work on. But gonna end off here. Y'all have a good one. Leave a like, subscribe, love you, dislike, leave some criticisms, tell me what I can work on, please. And yeah, peace out.